G'day. Oh, I've got me chatting head on, haven't I? I'll be pleased when I get back training. It's 2024, as I said. Now, I'm going to talk about my last video. Well, not my last video. Well, about 3 videos back. I've put a few videos on 2024. I'm going to talk about my doorman days. I'll tell you why. Because I spoke about my doorman days. I do my boxing, probably about 30 people watch it. And I've just done some talking about the doorman days, and also I'm going to talk about a bit of boxing as well because I can't help it. And I've had about 3 more different subscribers, so maybe people enjoy listening to my stories. I've got a few. I'm going to talk about one today. Might even talk about 2 because you know what I'm gabbing on. I don't think I've got much battery left on my phone, so it just cuts off. I'm not being rude, it's just cut off. Right, yeah, once I working on the door. I was with another lad at the time, like I always say, always working 2s, and he was on the door, and it's end of the night, you gotta go around, get everyone to drink up so they fuck off home. Now this is the worst time because people have had a few. They don't want to go home. I've been there. I've been sat in a pub and the doorman's come up to me and said, "Oh, drink up, mate. We're shutting." And you're like, "Oh, fuck off." Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I've been like that in here, but not verbally because I'm a nice guy, and that would be disrespectful. And you know, so I wouldn't say it to the face, but I've obviously fought it. Yeah, so I go around and, you know, have a joke because, as I said before, everything's about thinking, being polite, being nice, because I've always said, if you're nice to somebody, if it turns into a violence at the end of the night with that same person, they might just have that little bit, I'm not going to stick a knife in him. Now, I'm not saying I'm creeping, I'm just saying I'm playing smart. You know, somebody comes in and you, "All right, mate, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm all right." "Oh, good. Enjoy yourself tonight, mate." "Yeah, I will." You know, you've built up that little bit of spark, friendship, I don't know what you want to call it, but you've had a conversation, you think he's all right, he thinks you're all right. Now, an hour down the line, he might be pissed out his head, he might get in a bit of trouble, he might have a knife on him, you might get in there, and he might think, "Oh, I stabbed that twat." But if you've had that little bit of talk at the front, you know, at the door, he might think twice. You know, it helps. A lot of the times when people are scrapping, there's another story just come up now. A lot of the time when people start scrapping in the pub and stuff, they're relieved for you to grab them and drag them out. Because I would drag them out front of the pub and they can do what the fuck they want out there. That ain't my place. You can carry on scrapping. I've actually took 2 lads out, and I'm going to tell you that story as well. Oh bloody hell, I got hundreds of stories. I took 2 lads out. Well, grabbed one, chucked him out, and then the other lad came out. So you 2 want to scrap? Be my guest. That, I'm going to tell you a story now. It was the same lad every fucking weekend. Right, I'm sitting watching. Because to be a doorman, it stays with you. Even now, I can go in a pub, look around the pub, he's trouble. I know he's trouble. You can see. You can see by their behaviour, by the way they're strutting about. You know, you can see them, they shake somebody's hand, and they won't shake him, all right, mate. They shake him, all right, you know, really squeezing that fucking hand. Do you know what I mean? They've got that, and you can see it. It's switched on. You can see it. And this lad, right, he was, what would I say? He was a sheep. You know, he was a sheep, but he acted like a wolf. Many a time, he'd get there, he would start it. You know, you'd see, you know, why didn't I stop him coming in? Because it wasn't my pub. I was out of town. The doorman who was working with me was in town. He knew everyone. He weren't bothered. I can't say you're barred without going through him. And he knew everyone. The most of the time when I did have trouble, he wasn't on the door. It was just myself. But that was because the rest of the town kind of saw me as easy pickings. But then again, the reputation did change. I mean, I went up to talk to a girl once, and this lad turned round and ran off. I said, "What's he run off for?" And she says, "He's scared of you." I would have just gave him a big fucking cuddle, mate. What the fuck's he scared of me for? You know, but he did. He actually shit himself and I walked over. He just fucked off, ran off. That's because he's I don't know. That's the way some people think. But I wasn't like that. But anyway, this lad, he would back somebody down every day. Exactly the same. You know, like I said, you could drink outside. He had this lad picking on him. And then next thing he does, he do this. Take his teeth out like that. He's got no fucking teeth, I'm hard. Rip his fucking coat off. Pull his fucking shirt or whatever. Well, undo his shirt. Take his fucking shirt off. Yeah, quite a muscly bastard. And then he's, "Come on then. Yeah, come on." The other person would shit herself. Huh? Sorry, take the teeth out, people, and scare you out. No little ones watching this. And he backed everyone down. Backing everyone down. Because half the time, out of 100 people in that pub, you would probably get 5% looking for trouble, who ain't going to pick on somebody else who's looking for trouble. They're all looking for sheep to pick on, so they can big themselves up, because they're only that small, really. Do you know what I mean? And that's what they're doing. And this is what that lad was doing. Every bloody weekend he'd back somebody down by the same old thing. Rip his fucking teeth out. Take his fucking shirt off. Oh, it's summer. He'll be fucking taking his fucking t-shirt. There he is, big muscly fucker. No fucking teeth. Looks like he could fucking... Looks like some bloody MMA fighter. He didn't do MMA fighter. It was bloody... What was it? Ultimate UFC then. But anyway, and he would back him down. And they would shit themselves. Well, one day, luckily he was out front. He did exactly the same with this other lad. But this time, he picked the wrong fucking guy. This lad, now I know, through watching, knew something. Now, I knew he knew something by the way he weren't scared. He wasn't intimidated. And he was a tall lad. Tall, like a 6'3", you know, not big, skinny, well, not skinny, average, but he wasn't intimidated. So anyway, this other lad, he must have been shitting himself. His teeth were out and his fucking t-shirt's off, thinking, fucking I ain't backing down. Now, he got stood close to him. I'm not going to talk out how you should stand, but he was too fucking close to him. The big lad, I know now, but I didn't know then. But I'll tell you how he fucking finished the fight. It was judo. I'm not saying judo's brilliant, but it certainly affects him on the street. But what this lad did, he grabbed him, right? I'm going to explain it, and it's not going to sound. It's going to sound like it is, but it wasn't like that. It weren't quite as good. It's like you practice combinations on the bag, and you do it at a person. It's never quite the way it should be, but it still works. And this is what this chap did. He kind of got him in it. He kind of grabbed this bloke from the feet, from the thingy, and he lifted him up like that. Some judo fucking thing. Now, when I say lifting up, I mean, you imagine his feet are right up in the air. It weren't quite like that. His feet were over here. But no matter what he did, he fucking come in, he lifted up and smacked him straight down on his head on the pavement. Now, if you imagine the pavement's there, it hit the lad top of the head, and then it kind of scraped as he went down and his body went down. It finished the fight. The lad wasn't knocked out, but all his head was bleeding down here. Now, concrete. It was on concrete. It must have dazed him because he was laid there for a little while. I think I went across then because people get carried away. I didn't want him, as the lad's on the floor, the tall lad booting him in the head or something like that, So I went across. That's it. Call it a day, mate. And little bloke did. But yeah, the bloke, I can't describe what it's like. It's like if you've got a sander, get a sander, switch the fucker on, go all down here. That's what it's like. It was finished the fight. That lad did not want any more, and I think it finished his going round, pulling his teeth out, taking his shirt off, thinking he was fucking hard because he picked on this other lad, thinking the other lad was a sheep. But guess what? He was a wolf, and that's what happened to him. I'm going to tell you one more story. I hope if people like these kind of stories, let me know. Still got a bit of battery left. I had a scrap with a pro boxer. Now, I'm not saying he was a good pro boxer, but if anyone's a pro boxer, they can fucking box. So, people see somebody who's got a record of 4 fights in the amateurs. I'm not talking about white collar. In the amateurs, he had 4 fights, lost 4 fights, and people go, he can't fight. Well, he might have lost by fucking half point or something stupid like that. He can fucking fight. If someone's had 4 fights, proper fights, I'm talking about England boxing. I'm not talking about this white collar shit where they fight. Not that I'm slagging the white collar off, but, well, I am the ultimate bloody UN ultimate white collar fucking thing where you have to get a load of sponsors. I am that heap of shit. But, you can see the fake boxers because they all have the fucking... Anyway, I'm not going to waffle. Now, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah. No, don't matter what your record is, mate. You've been boxing for over for over a year. You can fight. You can punch. And it takes 1 punch. So, anyway, this lad, it was the end of the night. Drink up, going round. I'd have a joke, people. Drink up, mate, I've got Mrs. waiting for me at home. And they, fuck it, yeah, sure, mate. Well, come on, mate, and you got home to go to. You look like you're pissed. You had a good night. Yeah, well, drink up, please. It's like that. Because you had to handle people correctly. Anyway, this lad, pro boxer, had his beer. Went up to him. Can you drink up, mate, please? I want to get home tonight. And he turns around and he goes, fuck off. Now he was stood, he had his bottle here, and he was stood next to the, and he had his back to the wall. Now, sorry, if someone tells me to fuck off that way, I'm going to do something. Now, I want him out of the pub. I didn't want to hit him, because I didn't. But what I did, is he stood like that, bang, grabbed his shoulders, right? Tilted him back. You got to bear in mind these people are pissed. I'm fucking sober. See, I've got a good edge. Now, I'm not saying, I have a lot of scraps on the door. I ain't saying that I was good. I was saying I was fighting up some pissed up person who fucking can't even stand most of the time. So it's easy. But, they hit me first, I hit them fast. Yeah. Now, when you're on the door, right, I'll explain. Right, see that punch bag? You don't just grab somebody like that. Everything has got to be done forceful. You've got to, if you're grabbing somebody, it's got to be so they can feel that power. So it was, yeah? Because that little bit of power, right, what you've put on, you grab somebody, you grab them, no matter how you grab them, they've got to feel, you've got to put that power on, you've got to squeeze all your might. But you don't act like squeezing, you don't go, it's squeeze, so they can feel your power, and it just, like I said, it just gives that little bit. Oh, fucking hell, he's strong. Okay, he's pushed my shoulders in. Do you know what I mean? He's strong. And that's why you do it. You gotta, everything's gotta be powerful. So, grabbed him by the shoulders. Now, as I grabbed him by the shoulders, I pushed him back. So he was on his heels. Yeah? Door's over there. So I grabbed him, turned him, and walking him out. He's got this bottle, and he's trying to fucking hit me with it. Like this, but he can't, because I've got him like this. Plus, if you imagine, I'll try and do it. He's on his heels, I'm like this, I've grabbed him, he's at the door, bang, right, pushed him back, pulling him out like this. Yeah, I'm not talking about walking like this, I'm fucking pushing him, and he's going on he's on his heels like this, trying to get his balance. Now, as we did that, the other doorman sees me. I wish he'd just keep his fucking nose out. The other doorman sees me. As I'm pulling him like that, he grabs hold of the other bloke by his jacket or somewhere and pulls him to the door. Well, I've got him like that. He's off balance. I've got all my weight on there, stopping hitting me in that bottle as he's going. And then Henry, is what I called him, his last name's Cooper, grabbed hold of him. It wasn't Henry Cooper, but I used to call him Henry. Grabbed hold of him, pushed him to the door. While I had him like that, he was off balance. I was off balance because I was getting him on, like pushing him out. We both fell on the floor. Boom. He had a few mates with him. Right, as soon as you're on the floor, beep, 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 kick in the head. You tell me, anytime you fall on the floor, some fucker is going to kick you in the head. Oh, don't stay down. Get up, but don't get up with your head like this. So as soon as I went down, I was waiting for one of his mates to come in. Boom. But luckily, I got up nice and quick. So I got up nice and quick. Now as I got up, right, it had gone too far then, because this lad had been trying to hit me with a bottle. He was still down. Tough lad. You know, still I've seen him on Facebook. Looks a tough lad still now. Anyway, as he went down, this is where fear takes over, or adrenaline takes over, whatever you want to call it. With me, I got up like this. I remember actually getting up off the floor and fucking like that weight, yeah, just in case some fucking kick was going to come, but it never did. But me being a sober one, I was up first. Now, this is... So, I can remember getting up like this, and there was a lad still down. Just as he was getting up, now he got up like that. Just as he got up, I come, bang, uppercut. Now, I know it's wrong, but I smacked him with a fucking top class uppercut. And he did go back down. By then, all his mates come. They could have all kicked off, but they didn't. Maybe they knew that he was being out of order, or maybe they knew that when he's had a drink he can be a bit of a bastard and they ain't going to be sticking up for him anymore. I don't know. But anyway, they come, grabbed him, took him outside. I didn't knock him out, right? I don't know exactly where the uppercut connected, but I know he did. As soon as I hit him, he went back down again. But yeah, he wasn't concussed, anything. Anyway, he got up. We went out front then. I went out front because, like I said, they know where you are next night and stuff. So I went out front. Yeah, I've got another story to tell you now. That's a good one. Went out front, and he stood there with all his mates, and he's saying, "Oh, I'm fucking coming back for you. I'll be here tomorrow night." And I said, "Look, let's do it now. Me and you, right now. Let's do it. Let's get it over and done with. Square, one-on-one." Anyway, he didn't want to square one-on-one. Well, he did, but you'll see. Because he was edging closer to me. I wasn't as good then, smart, I should have realised. He was edging closer to me, and then he took this fucking right hand. Oof. It was a, you know, I saw it. I fucking ducked down, and I came up and I grabbed him. The thing whistled across my head. If that hit me, you know, luckily it was a bit too much of a haymaker considering he's a professional boxer. You would have expected him to throw a right hand. It would have probably would have connected because he's only got to come there. When a hook's got to come, whoa. So there's less chance, you know, easy for me to react against a hook. And I did. I come up, grabbed hold of him. Well, everything's up here. I've been training knees. I did a bit of Thai boxing then. Well, I call it Thai boxing. It was nobody up there wanted to do kickboxing, so I would do something with a lad, Jez Hull, rest in peace, mate, great bloke. Did some with him, and he was the only one. Me and him would just do Thai. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of knees, especially on punch bags and stuff. And when I grabbed him, I grabbed him just round the neck, you know, like the Thai boxers do. I should have put my knees in. Couldn't use my hands because he had him. But luckily, his mates pulled him off, and the other doorman pulled me away, and that was the end of that. He never came back. And then eventually he did come back, probably about 3 months down the line, and he apologised. He says, is he allowed back in the pub? And I says, you was never barred anyway, mate, you know. I don't hold grudges, yeah, come in, help yourself, you know. So it was all sorted. Anyway, just as I've been waffling on about them, I must have about 3 or 4 other stories what I'd like to tell you, but I'm not going to. Please let me know if you enjoy these stories, and I'll do more. It's 2024. Like I said, last time I did these stories, I got another 3 subscribers, whether that's the reason people actually watched the video and thought, oh, you know, this is quite funny, this, you know. It's an honest point of view. Everyone gets their comeuppance somewhere down the line. I'm not making out I'm super tough man, because I'm not, no way. Super nice man, I like to be nice, I'm gonna say I'm nice, but then again I can be a right evil bastard. But now I'm waffling again. But yeah, I'm not doing these videos to say, oh, look how hard I am, because I'm 57 now. Do you know what I mean? Back then I was 26. There's a big difference. And that's a big difference. I'm just telling these stories because I'm sure people find them amusing. So anyway, thank you for watching, and God bless.